Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech. It just turned to night as I started recording, or just before I did, and look at this, the colour, the light, it just all sort of bleeds in the middle here. It's pretty crazy to look at. But there you go, welcome back to another episode. Thank you for all of the support on the previous episode. If you've been enjoying the series, feel free to leave a like, it does make a big difference. And we're back for another episode. We're going to do episodes every other day while UHC is on. And this thing right here is an absolute monstrosity. So I got a really cool suggestion, which I'm in the process of doing, which is adding these temporary barriers down the bottom here to stop our AI techs from getting inside the middle of this thing. Because as you saw last episode, moving around with this thing is absolutely nuts. So I've been doing that, and in the process of doing this, I've also been reading a lot of feedback. And I thought I'd make my objective here clear again, because I got a lot of backseat gaming, tons of suggestions, which kind of perhaps maybe went against what I was trying to do. So when I built this, I had an idea in mind, and that was for this thing to actually, be kind of like a table and let things come through underneath here. My plan was for us to bring back our techs and park it underneath this thing, and then it could get healed up, because we were going to have these shields and healing bubbles on the legs, although we've only got the one on this side over here. So it was going to be like a drive-through garage. And then we had some issues with the AI, and now loads of you are telling me to do different things, which we might do. We might have to repurpose this. So one thing I do want to mention is I'm getting a lot of suggestions that we should just play the game with one vehicle and not have multiple ones, which kind of sucks. I feel like the game should be able to let you do that, let you be able to use multiple vehicles. But as you've seen, as soon as you attach AI to these things, they just become awkward. They constantly drive into your stuff, like this one is doing. And they get stuck on rocks like that one over there is doing. And if you don't put AI on them, then you can't really go anywhere, because you'll leave your text behind and they'll get destroyed by other stuff. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so some other things that people have been saying, I should put some wheels on the inside. Do you know what? I've just put this little barrier here. This is a suggestion that might actually work. It should give us some more stability and also act as a barrier at the back here, which wasn't the plan. However, I'm starting to think that we're going to have to barrier off this inside area. Okay, so that should help. Also, I didn't put that wheel in the right place at all, did I? There we go. So now we should be able to move around a little bit easier. If we reverse... Oh, we've already been pushed back. There's a little gap there for our solar power and charger. And already, actually, it does feel a fair bit more... Yeah, I feel a bit more in control here. I like it. Let's shoot down the tree. See you later. See you later, tree. Yeah, so that's pretty good. We're probably going to keep those wheels there. They should keep the other ones out. And then if we build a little barrier across this inside area, and why is there a wheel there? Let's sell that. That one up there. Then we can, keep them out of the middle, and hopefully moving around will be a little bit easier for now. So another suggestion I've been getting is that I should attach these vehicles to my main one when we're moving around. How I do that, I do not know. I don't understand it. Like, how do you attach two vehicles together? I'm not sure. I guess you guys will have to let me know. I'm assuming, like, you drag it over to here. But the thing is, if I drag something here, I'm just going to take a block off of it and attach it to my vehicle. So how do I connect them? It's the same in reverse as well. If I drag a block from here to this one, it's just going to take whatever I click on and move it to the different thing. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. Another suggestion, one that I really, really like, is to turn this into a garage where we sort of close off this inside area, create a ramp at the front, and then we drive our techs into the inside and park them there. They have the AI, but they'll be stuck inside. And that's a really cool idea. That's the one I want to roll with. However, we kind of need money. We're out of money, and we can't really buy more stuff. The yellow tech is extremely expensive, and I feel like going around and harvesting materials isn't going to do the trick at the moment. We need to find another way to get some money, and I've got a feeling that dismantling stuff might be a little bit more efficient. We go and we fight some battles, we pick up some good gear, and then we dismantle some of the blocks. I mean, if we find yellow techs, they might be worth quite a lot when we drop them into this thing right here, so that's something to consider. So yeah, they were the main things that people have been talking about. Again, the design here is to put all of our valuable stuff at the top, so it can't be hit by other techs. So what I'm going to do now is actually a little bit charging before we head on our way. This is so awkward. Look, I have to constantly maneuver everything. So I'm going to tell this one to go over here, and then what's it going to do? It's going to drive itself straight back to that. So quick, go forward before it gets there. It's like a little game now. Got to beat the tech. Oh, and I pressed the wrong key. Okay, he's going off in that direction, and the camera angle changes, which I don't want it to do. And I just want to drive it through that little gap, and now that guy's nudging me. It's so awkward. It's so awkward. But now it's in the... No, the other guy's pushing me along. Stop it. Right, if I set him to idle, he's just going to start moving again. Remember that. It takes about 30 seconds, and then they start moving again. Anyway, let's get these barriers here on the inside as well, so nothing can come into the middle. And we're going to set off on our way again. Man, this thing right here just seems to sit still sometimes, and I think it's when it's got... No, wait, is it turning? Is it going over there now? Okay, now it's going to connect that stuff up. We should probably take the drills off of it. It's going to make its life more difficult. We could temporarily attach them to this thing, I guess. So, as I'm going around, I'm just firing all of the weapons on this thing. Let's put those on the side. And yeah, it means that we, take down some trees, take down some of these crystals, and then the thing that's following us picks them up automatically. So as we're on our adventures here, and look at this, we do now have a little bit of a convoy effect going on, which is what we've been looking for. Yeah, we're going to make some money as well. And the plan here is to go around up to where the invader is. I want to fight the invader since there's not much to do at the moment. We need a lot of money. But once we've fought the invader, we're going to head north and try and find those yellow techs. I think that's going to be our best opportunity. I mean, we're going to be able to grab blocks, and we're all going to be able to sell some of the yellow ones as well. And also, we're going to go past our little bases on the way there as well. So there should be lots of opportunities here to really kind of gear up. So what happened? Where did you go? I was talking, and they've gone. They've gotten stuck behind me again. Why? They always stick together as well when this happens. Let's click on one of them over there. There we go. So why did you stop? Neither of you should have stopped there. I think one of them is missing a wheel, which doesn't help. Strange stuff. Anyway, we've got something going on up ahead, haven't we? And I think for this one, because it's a small vehicle, we're going to take in the big guy and destroy it for once, which we haven't done yet. This thing looks so silly. And they're driving into me again. And the barrier is pushing him along. Get out of the way. Get behind me. It works so much better when you were back there. And now you're stuck underneath. Oh, these guys are silly. Don't drive directly on... Oh, no. Quick, it's coming over. It's attacking our base. Right, this thing is going to get destroyed if we get it in the line of fire. That's for sure. Oh, it looks so close to getting it. How is it not? I think we're sort of angled up too much, aren't we? I'm a little bit worried about this thing attacking us, because if we don't hit it... There we go, now it's destroyed. And that stuff's going to blow up. When they flash red that fast, they're going to blow up, basically. Looks like this guy's fine. I'm probably fine. We've got some wheels for our tech here that's pushing us along. Let's pick up this stuff and attach it to our main vehicle. This is unbelievable. I parked this thing down to recharge its batteries. It never seems to last long. And it doesn't matter what I do. I'm selecting this one. I'm clicking this one to follow me. And all it ever does is follow that one. It's so frustrating. It really is. Like, oh, this is an alpha game. I'm sure by the time this thing is finished, it will all be sussed out. But, you're trying to do things in the game, and it makes itself impossible. So I figured, while that thing's charging, let's just go down and shoot down a few trees. We're going to need this money. Will the harvester thing follow me? It's now got an extra delivery cannon and refinery, and no, it wants to follow that thing. So that's not going to work while we're parked up. But anyway, it looks like nighttime is approaching, so we're going to continue heading. Let's see, what direction is it? It's pretty much south. We're going to go south over to where the invader is, and I think we've got one more base to pick up on the way. So sometimes this game crashes, and that means we have to roll back a little bit, which is kind of infuriating. But here I am, minding my own business, trying to get back to where we were, and then up ahead spawns this ginormous thing. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if it's loaded with weapons. You'd think it would be, but it's a strange looking thing, that's for sure, and I kind of want to destroy it, right? Or at least want to make it my own. What is going on there? Are there weapons on it? I think there's weapons on the other side. It spawned on top of a tree, and the front is facing the other direction. So we're going to sit here and blast this thing, and hopefully destroy it before it turns around and attacks us. Oh, and we did. Oh, and look at what it dropped. That is a gift, if ever I've seen one. That is an incredible gift that has been dropped onto us. The game crashes. You think it's, oh no, got to do all of that again. And we have been gifted what look like probably some of the better weapons in the game. Megaton cannons, drills everywhere. And this is just screaming at me, let's rebuild. Because I'm running into some serious problems with these techs trying to keep them following me. Is one of them still back over there? Probably is, because we seem to have lost one. What an absolute gift! What a stroke of luck! I'm going to sit here and rebuild. Then look at that. That's quite incredible. It really is. What we can do is just build or extend this platform right here, remove the legs, and just make this them. Oh, this is just incredible. All right then, let's get to it. This is going to take a while. Okay, being rather paranoid about the game crashing again and losing all of these blocks, I'm simply building a massive tower out of them. This is quite fun actually, and then we'll be able to attach all of these things. But the main thing is actually built out of just these blocks right here, and I was hoping to get some more of those ones, because what I want to do is extend this platform across the front and then create a row of drills. Because one of the things I was noticing when we go around and we blast up these trees is that the materials tend to just roll straight under us. So if we have a row of these drills at the front, and then somewhere in the middle here at the back we can put all of our cannons and harvesters and stuff, and then that way we just blitz over materials and pick them all up a moment later, which is a cool thing. But it is taking its time. I've spent probably about 10 minutes so far just doing what little there is to show. It takes a while to work with this game, especially when you want to dismantle something, because you can't just pull off a leg. If I pull off this block right here, everything else is going to fall on the ground, and that's no good, of course. So you have to do everything one block at a time, which is kind of frustrating, and yeah, it takes its time, but in this case it's totally going to be worth it. So I am a happy bee. Building this stuff is so slow. I should have probably finished recording by now based on other things that I've got to do. And I'm not even sure if this is what we want to go with, because as we're doing this I'm thinking about, well, how do we charge this thing? We put all our batteries in the middle. We'll probably end up putting them on the side and just setting down our little solar power like this over there. In fact, you can get hooked back up again like this. And oh, you've been sort of attached underneath it. That can actually happen. Let's select the bit underneath, and there we go. Cool. So another tech came over here, by the way, and we destroyed it and attached some things to that over there. Not terribly interesting. This thing is difficult to control. Yeah, I'm not having much luck reversing at all. Come on. Can we turn a little bit further? No, it doesn't like reversing. Does it like steering when it moves forward? Not really. It is... it is awkward, but look at the front here. I mean, this is an absolute arsenal of devastation, and with the wheels at the front, it's just high enough off the ground, I think, to use the miner drill. But then the whole, other things coming in for a recharge idea goes out the window. However, we could extend this thing back and then sort of make a garage at the back, which I think is what we're going to end up doing at some point. Obviously, not today, I don't think. We're going to get this thing up and running and then go and mess things up. That is the plan. Are we now close enough? We really need more maneuverability, and I'm not sure what exactly is going to give it to us. I think maybe some of these smaller wheels on the back might help with that. And that's about as close as I can get. Do you know what? Why did I not just move these things? Being such a derp. Stop changing the camera angle as well. That's annoying. We'll move you there. You're now propping it up, so you're too close. And attach that to it. And it connects. That's great. Alright, so we can keep it charged. That's cool. But I do want to make this thing wider, because I want to have a couple more drills, and then I want to have this yellow casing go around the middle area where all our valuables are. And in order to do that, I think we can attach an extra wheel at the front. So nothing is attached to this. If we put that there, then we can have a wall using these blocks going down here. So what you want to do is select like the corner block and then press F, and that's rotated it to the wrong side, which is kind of annoying. It might come back across. It might take a long time to get there though. Seems to spin it like the texture around, which is kind of what you don't need it to do. Okay, it feels like there it is. We're close. So with that, we might be able to squeeze another window, another wheel. Actually, I think this is going to have to be too wide to do that. I am worried. I am really worried. I keep getting attacked out here, and I'm attaching the blocks to this guy right here. But it was ridiculous. I wish I was recording that actually, because as I fought the guy, this guy just came in out of nowhere. We were stuck over here for ages and started ramming this thing on our right, our big portable base. Let's take it out of the beam. I'm just going to stick a wheel underneath so they get stuck on the ground. They can't ram me because it's extremely frustrating. Your own vehicles are coming and sort of getting in the way. And it took me a long time, but I managed to get these extra bits attached. Now we've got to do the other side. I mean, building all of this stuff is really awkward, and I think today's episode's probably going to be a short one, but I do really want to get this done, so I don't want to waffle on for too long here. And it's just constant rearrangement of stuff all the time. Yeah, I think I'm going to put some of those on the side. Actually, I don't even know where to put them, because we've got to put them somewhere, then move them back again as we rearrange everything. But I was just thinking, we kind of have done what I was hoping to do, which was to find or get ourselves a load of yellow blocks to expand this thing. The plan was to sell stuff in order to do it from other vehicles, but then we found the right vehicle in order for us to scavenge all of that, so we got very, very lucky, and it looks like we might have enough. I think we've got one more drill. We might have enough to buy. Oh no, we've got 2 drills there, so we can finish the front of this, which has taken an absolute age. Can we move forward? Can we move forward and then attach this thing? Oh my god, that other one over there is dangerously close, and I can't attach to this thing. This sometimes happens as well. The whole building process is just slow. I'm trying to make that as clear as possible. This is taking me all of my time that I had to record today, and now when I take blocks from over here, apparently I can't attach them back, which is kind of irritating because I need to do that. There we go, now I can apparently. Needed to be a little bit closer. Okay, and I don't want things to despawn. By the way, you can't sell these blocks. We're going to be left over with loads, so I'm just going to leave them here. But you can't drop them onto that thing at the back and sell them, which is unfortunate. And why won't you just attach to it? There we go. Oh, that took a while, didn't it? And now I've got to get some more blocks from it. And we got another tech incoming over here. Let's go and fight that thing. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this, because this thing is slow. However, what I want to do at the back here is actually remove this floor and put some of the pickups down there, and then have delivery cannons and stuff, which would be pretty cool. We could also put a roof on this thing, which keeps a lot of it protected. And another thing is that these missiles right here, they sort of fire up and down, which means none of this is protected. I mean, even when it was high up, it was still probably in range of anything attacking us. So look at that. Absolutely crazy firepower. So this thing is slow. It's got like 12 wheels at the back. It can turn a little bit better. It gets over any terrain though, which is cool, I guess, until it gets stuck, and then I eat my words. Yeah, so we're going to leave this thing behind, because this thing only scraps items of the same tech, so I've got a feeling there might be equivalent for each type of tech, which means if ever we get a yellow scrapper, this might then become a lucrative resource right here. So this thing is sort of doing alright. We want to put a garage on the back, we want to turn it into a harvester, but then I think we're still going to need an assault vehicle to defend it, because if anything comes at it from the side, it's got no maneuverability. And I'm starting to wonder as well, should we start selling these things in the middle here? I'll let all of you let me know with comments down below, because I'm thinking this all weighs stuff, and if we reduce the weight, then things are a little bit easier on us. Plus we need money. We've probably got stuff here we'd never use. Like, do we really need 6 radars? No, I'm just hoarding them. So I think it's a good idea to start selling some of this stuff, and it'll make us a little bit of money and make things a little bit better. What is that? Have we seen that one before? We've seen green ones, but that one looked a little bit different than normal. Yeah, so I just got a little bit of tidying up to do here. Just going to attach the last few blocks. I think we're going to bring enough to make... In fact, let's just put a roof on this area, or at least bring a few blocks to make a roof in the future, because we're going to move away from here now. And by the way, some of my anchored blocks were attacked when I was doing all of this. So somewhere, something has been destroyed. And I've just realised something. Quite bad, actually. This is all anchored. Everything right here is anchored to those 2 things, which I actually want to take with me. So what I should probably do is connect them back up. And can we click on something over here and get a better view? Looks like we're going to have to move around. Okay, yeah, so this bit right here, it's all anchored to that, which I don't want it to be. So I guess we're going to need to attach a few blocks in a particular way just to hook it back up to this payload terminal, which is the main bit. Oh, I could cry. I did it wrong, believe it or not. I attached a block to the side, and apparently that wasn't good enough. It didn't connect itself to this one, so now we've got to rebuild it all over again. And will you even connect? Yes, you will. Ah, oh. So much time, you wouldn't believe it. I've well and truly gone over my time for recording this video today. Oh, it really never ends. I'm just trying to line myself up against this thing right here so we can charge a little bit. This guy comes charging in, being an absolute pain. That's getting dismantled in the next episode, that's for sure. And it's going to become part of this. But there you go. It's been a shorter episode than usual. Hope you can appreciate sometimes the game just takes a ridiculous amount of time to play because building is so slow on this. But there we go, we got ourselves, oh look, an almighty tech. I need one of these blocks right here, and I've just found it on the side. This thing's so big I didn't even realise there was an extra one of these just lying around. So if we rip up the ceiling, we can place it in that gap there, which is probably where stuff from our other tech is going to go next time. But there you go, it's looking good. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, feel free to leave a like, it makes a big difference. And it's been fun, and this thing looks absolutely menacing. So I do hope you have enjoyed it. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.